I'm going to continue on. I want to share something with you real quick, though. Since we're talking about unlimited money and unlimited messaging, this is an ad that's going around out there, and it's going to be one of those where I have to read to you kind of things, but it's been created by Citizens Against Government Waste. And, you know, Citizens Against Government Waste think that government waste constitutes any money not coming to them. So they've produced this ad, and it's disturbing on a number of levels. It's got subtitles, and what you're seeing in the ad is a room full of people. There's Chinese characters hanging in the background, pictures of heroic Maoist art hanging on the walls. It's a very busy auditorium, and it says, Beijing, China, 2030 A.D. So we've set the stage. This is 20 years in the future, right? Yeah. It's a professor. He's wearing his little Mao suit, and there was a shot of ominous feet walking across a black floor, and he asks the question, why do great nations fail? And then the curtain lifts, and you see a picture of the Parthenon and the Flavian Amphitheater in Rome, most of us know as the Colosseum. The ancient Greeks, and he's being watched attentively by the students in the audience. The ancient Greeks. The Roman Empire. The British Empire. And all these young Chinese faces are watching intently. And the United States of America. This is all subtitled because, as you can tell, it's in Chinese. They all make the same mistakes. Now remember who produced this. This is slick. I mean, this is production values. This ain't no YouTube video. There was serious Jed Clampett walking around money spent on this thing. And just to reiterate, they got all the Jed Clampett walking around money they ever could possibly want, thanks to John Roberts, Sammy Alito, Slappy Thomas, and Tony Scalia. The rats. They got all the money they could ever possibly want. Turning their backs on the principles that made them great. They all make the same mistakes, turning their backs on the principles that made them great. Big picture Abraham Lincoln in the background. And then this. This is the natural outgrowth of the Randian anarchist streak inside the authoritarian Republican Party. America tried to tax and spend itself out of a great recession. Enormous so-called stimulus spending. Massive changes to health care. Government takeovers of private industries. And crushing debt. Of course, we owned most of their debt. So now they work for us. This is worth your time if you go and find it. I found it on YouTube. I just typed in Citizens Against Government Waste, Chinese professor. This is how you gin up fear and hatred inside an ignorant populace. Because you know what? If you don't know anything at all, about economics, that makes perfect sense. It's like any other lunacy. If you were just an ordinary workaday German housewife, Hitler said it was the Jews. Well, it made sense because he sat there and talked for a long time and said Jew a lot. But these right-wing bastards won't tell you that it was right-wing politics that have sent our jobs to China. That, in fact, it's the transnational corporations that run the Republican Party that take American jobs to China. You know that. I know that. We own their... Where did the debt come from? There was a line in there about, and of course we owned most of their debt. Where did that debt come from? All that Chinese debt? Did that just happen the day that Barack Obama was inaugurated? Just boom, trillions of dollars of Chinese debt just sitting there. I remember where the debt came from. And so if that does actually happen 20 years from now, somewhere in Beijing in a university lecture hall, I want to be sure that I can find me some folks from Citizens Against Government Waste and kick their asses all the way from their K Street offices right down into the damn Potomac. Because they're the ones that got it for us. They're the ones that gave it to us. They're the ones who sat there and said, oh, we've got to fight him over there or we'll have to fight him over here. Really? But that's okay. Because they got all the money they could possibly want, and they can put out that filthy lie, and maybe and who knows what filthy lie they're working on next? Because they got enough money to burn a herd of sopping wet elephants, and that is a fact. I just had to share that with you.